Okay, so it's been quite a while, quite a while. I'm not even sure where to begin. I think the message of this video is we're fine. I am fine. My baby's fine. All is well. Yeah, if you're only on YouTube, you haven't seen or heard anything from me since my last video, which was like probably close to a year ago at this point. I'm not even sure. So I've been working on like a regular sewing video basically since I gave birth, and I haven't been able to touch it for a while. So I wanted to do just like a simpler update video just to let you know that we are fine. Backing up to where I last left you, I was pretty depressed, and I was pretty depressed for the entire pregnancy. And I have had shorter depressed bouts in my life, but they were usually like very circumstantial. And when those circumstance changes, the depression went away. This is the first time I've really dealt with like hormonal depression that like I tried everything I could think of and just nothing really seemed to do anything about. And then, of course, as soon as I gave birth, it was just like gone within like days. I was like feeling like myself again, and I wanted to sew things and make things and get up off the couch and do things, which yeah, that was that type of depression was a new experience for me. I do think that update video did help me a lot. And then I kept doing update videos on Patreon throughout the pregnancy, and those also helped kind of just like connect with the outside world, because I definitely sealed myself off a bit. I was not really interested in pursuing my regular friendships and relationships. Like I just wanted to just rot on the couch. Anyways, so having that kind of just like connection open back up, that was helpful. It didn't solve the issues, but it did help me throughout the rest of the pregnancy. I also wanted to take a moment and just thank everybody who sent us gifts. That was so amazing. Like I did not expect anything like that. I wasn't even sure if I should mention anything, if it would be appropriate, but I figured, I've never done sponsorships. I don't really do ads other than the basic AdSense ads. And I don't know. I thought I'd put it in there, and the response was insane. So thank you everybody who sent gifts, who sent diapers especially, and who made us blankets, and who sent me letters just like commiserating with me. Like, I don't know, it made me feel like I'm not yelling into the void when I make videos. So I don't really want to get into a lot of detail with the birth story. I just don't feel like it. It was its own trauma. Nothing went the way I wanted it to. Bleh, that sucked. I mentioned in my last video that I originally wanted 4 kids. I'm not saying that plan's completely off the table, but I will say that I'm only committed to 1 more kid. I want Ajax to have a sibling. My baby's name is Ajax, by the way. I want him to have a sibling, and even if the second pregnancy is just as terrible as the first one, and if the second delivery is just as bad, I'll still sign up for it. However, I'm not committed past that. A lot will depend on how the second one goes. And a lot will depend on if I have a girl. I really want a girl. Like, I love boys. I wanted boys, but I really want a girl. I don't know. We'll see. I just feel like I should mention that just in case, like, when I do get pregnant again, people aren't terribly surprised. So let's see. What other things can we kind of breeze through? The recovery went real well. The early newborn phase was really not as bad as I expected. It was kind of like, whew, I'm not pregnant anymore. I can handle whatever it is. Breastfeeding. Breastfeeding, oh my gosh. Like, I think they try to warn you, but I don't think you can really get it until you're there. Like, it's a full-time job. It's so painful when you start out. And it's like you're sitting there in the middle of the night with the crying baby who can't seem to figure out how to latch on, and you have no idea how to get him latched on, and it's painful. And then as you're in the middle of all of that, the whole uterine contractions start. There are so many things that it's just like, okay, let's let's not just go all negative. Let's see. Ajax was a pretty good baby, all things considered. He was pretty easy. He was not colicky. He was pretty content as a newborn. Breastfeeding did not go very well at first, so we switched to pumping in bottles for a while, and then I like slowly transferred back. His sleeping through the night, not like all the way through the night, but you know, like sleeping on kind of set 3-hour cycles, he picked that up real quickly, I think. And oh yeah, and then my mother-in-law would be able to take him every once in a while, like maybe once every other week, and give me a little bit of a break. So all things considered, his newborn phase went about as well as it possibly can. Then we hit 3.5 months, and his first sleep regression kicked in, as well as he just would not nap during the day. Like, I could not figure out how to get him to nap through the day, and I had no understanding of the 90-minute sleep cycles. So everything kind of went to hell about that point. He was so overtired all the time that like I couldn't even drop him off with my mother-in-law anymore. Like, nobody could babysit him because he just was like crying and miserable the whole time. He would only nap if I held him and nursed him to sleep. Like, oh my gosh. So that was about 2 months of just like, which that's also about when I stopped posting on Patreon. So sorry about that, guys. And then about 2 months in, I kind of like hit my breaking point, or I was like, something's got to give, something's got to change. This is nothing is working. Like, this is not going well. And let's see. So like, I kind of had like 4 meltdowns in a row in one day. And I was like, all right, new plan, completely new plan, start from scratch. So I picked him up, I put him in the car seat, we went to Walmart, and I bought formula. We haven't even opened it yet, but I was like, I realized that I was so afraid of using up my milk stash that like, even when Caleb wanted to give me a break or like for any reason, I was refusing because I'm like, I'm going to run out of milk, you know? So I was like, I have to be okay with the possibility of him drinking formula. Not even all the time, just like as a supplement sometimes. So that was one thing I did. The next thing I did was I called some friends of mine who have a lot of daughters that have all done babysitting over the years. Like, they are expert babysitters, and I set up with one of the girls to start coming over once a week to just like be mother's helper to babysit him while I was just getting some housework done. And then I started religiously following the 90-minute wake cycles. The mental ease of not pressuring myself about 100% exclusively breastfeeding, and then the having a babysitter come just once a week to give me some time to just clean my kitchen. And then 3, the wake cycles. That was like the big game changer, I think, because after that, things started shaping up. And now here we are. Now he is off at the babysitter's house for a whole day. And it sounds like he's doing really well. His whole attitude, like his whole personality changed when he started taking naps again. Like, we thought that we had a ridiculously introverted, people-hating baby. And it turns out he was just tired. So yeah, he once a week is going to go off to her house for a full day and give me 1 full work day. And I told Caleb, I am not cleaning the kitchen. I am not touching anything in the house. I am going to be in my sewing room doing something productive during that 1 day a week because I need that. So yeah, things are shaping up. He is 6 months now. We're just starting with solids. He's starting to roll over. He's like starting to like play and get really fun. I don't know, like it's a good point. I think 6 months is like my favorite age for a baby. So onto my side of things. I have, been doing a lot of soul searching over the last 1.5 years, and I've realized that I do not want to be solely a stay-at-home mom. I never have wanted to be. I want to be able to work. And part of that is because I'm not working in an office or, I'm not working a soulless basic job that I hate. I actually have a job that I like. I turned my hobby into my job, and I don't want to quit working because that is equivalent to quitting my hobbies. I could still sew privately, but like, I want to make videos. I want to share what I've been sewing. I want to make patterns. I really want to make patterns. I wanted to show you what I've been working on lately. This has been kind of my ongoing project because I have been trapped on the couch for so much of my day for the last 6 months that I've had a decent amount of computer time. And it is the best pattern I've ever made. I'm so excited. I made one version of it. I made a prototype, and I'm getting ready to start the real version, which I'm actually going to film. It is inspired by a video I watched from Burnley and Trowbridge before I got pregnant, actually. I was making a historically accurate kirtle when I found out I was pregnant and gave up because it wasn't going to fit me anyways. But I was really inspired by the versatility of kirtles, just a basic fitted bodice, a longer full skirt, different sleeves that can be laced on, different shirts and chemises and shifts that you can wear underneath them. They're like the most versatile garment. I'm really obsessed with kirtles right now. So this is, of course, not historically accurate kirtle. This is my modernized version, which mainly means a bra can be worn underneath it, a regular bra. You don't have to make special underwear before you can make this dress. It's going to have acorn and leaf embroidery around the neckline. And of course, now I have factored in all of my new stage of life necessities for a garment. So nursing access, size adjustability, extreme size adjustability. This is the pattern I've been working on, and like I've just had so much time on the couch that it started out as a basic pattern, but I just like sat there and I'm like, oh, I could probably add pleats to the skirt. And then, oh, I could probably make the pockets fancier. And then, oh, I could go ahead and make facing patterns. It's just like it kind of ballooned and got more complicated as I was just stuck on the couch. And now I'm currently working on making the sized version, which I haven't done a pattern sizing in like a year and a half, maybe a long time, at least a year. And I'm a little bit rusty, so it's been going very slowly, and I'm trying to be really, really perfectionistic about this one because I will post it on Patreon just like I do with all patterns, but this one I actually do want to package up and sell on Etsy. Like I want to have a downloadable pattern for sale. That's kind of my new goal. But this is a project that has taken me like 3 months so far, and for all I know, it's going to take another 3 months before I actually finish it, but that's okay. That is what I can do right now. And this one, of course, when I make the real version, I am going to be filming and I'm going to be making a tutorial to be the instructional for the pattern. So it's going to be a very detailed sewing video, and I'm really excited to get started. Like, this is what I mean. Like, the whole time I was pregnant, I didn't care about anything. I didn't want to make anything. Knitting was fun. I enjoyed the knitting, but like sewing and making stuff for myself, like I was just so dead. And now it's like, as soon as I gave birth, like the whole Tudor kirtles popped back into my brain and I was like, yes. Oh man. Yeah, I'm definitely like in that category of women who feel like pregnancy is kind of a parasitic ordeal. Sorry, but I do. And as soon as he was out, it's just like, I'm free. And that's probably why I struggled so much with breastfeeding, because it was like, no, you're not really free. He's out of your body, but he's still attached to you, and it's painful. So anyways, I'm getting into the negative stuff again. I gotta stop doing that. Overall, things are pretty great. I feel good in this whole like role of mother. Not every day, not all the time. There have been times when I put the baby to bed and drive myself to Dollar General and get a tub of ice cream. But as well as things can possibly go, I think I've been doing good. So yeah, that was kind of what I wanted to accomplish with this video. I wanted to get on here and reassure you that we're fine, we're doing great, I'm okay, everything's okay. And yeah, I have no end date. I have no prediction of when any of this is going to be finished, when I'm going to get any video posted. I don't know. Now that I have my weekly workday back, hopefully I can start like making more consistent progress, but I'm not going to dare give an estimate because I just know that's going to be jinxing it. Anyways, good to see you guys.